Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issue surrounding Valentin Cassadine and Sonny Corinthos in a tense standoff that could reveal the identity of the penthouse bomber. This explosive situation has fans on the edge of their seats as we dive into the dramatic confrontation between these two powerful characters. The standoff's aftermath. General Hospital viewers are buzzing with anticipation as the storyline between Sonny Corinthos and Valentin Cassadine reaches a critical juncture. The intense confrontation that began when Sonny caught Valentin breaking into his former residence is about to take an unexpected turn. With Sonny holding Valentin at gunpoint, the stakes couldn't be higher for both men. Valentin's desperate situation may force him to make a bold move, offering crucial intelligence to save his own skin. This bargaining chip could potentially change the trajectory of multiple storylines and create ripple effects throughout Port Charles. The question on everyone's mind: will Sonny accept this offer or take more drastic measures? The tension between these two formidable characters has been building for weeks, with their complicated history adding layers to this confrontation. Viewers have witnessed their past alliances and betrayals, making this standoff all the more significant in the broader narrative of the show. Valentin's desperate bargain. Finding himself staring down the barrel of Sonny's gun, Valentin must think quickly. His survival instincts will likely kick in, prompting him to offer something valuable enough to convince Sonny to spare his life. The fake passports and documents he came to retrieve suggest he was planning an escape, perhaps indicating he has knowledge of dangers lurking in Port Charles. Valentin's intelligence background gives his potential information considerable weight. As a former spy with connections throughout the shadowy world of international espionage, he could possess knowledge about the bombing that others simply don't have access to. This expertise makes his offer particularly tantalizing for Sonny, who has been seeking answers about the attack on his penthouse. The psychological chess match between these two characters will showcase their strategic thinking and self-preservation instincts. Valentin must carefully calculate exactly how much information to reveal without compromising his own position, while Sonny must determine whether any deal with Valentin can be trusted. The bombing investigation twist. The penthouse explosion has been a central mystery in recent episodes, with multiple suspects and theories circulating among characters and fans alike. The bombing targeted Sonny directly, suggesting a personal vendetta against the mob boss. If Valentin does indeed have information about the culprit, it could dramatically accelerate this storyline. Jack Brennan emerges as a potential suspect based on Valentin's possible revelation. As a character with his own mysterious agenda, Brennan has the resources and potential motivation to orchestrate such an attack. Alternatively, Valentin might implicate someone entirely unexpected, throwing viewers and characters alike for a loop. The evidence trail that Valentin might reference could lead to fascinating new developments in the investigation. Perhaps there are surveillance recordings, financial transactions, or witness accounts that point to the true perpetrator. This information could set Sonny on a path of revenge that drives story arcs for weeks to come. Sonny's difficult decision. Sonny Corinthos finds himself in a precarious position. His instinct might be to eliminate the threat Valentin poses immediately, but practical considerations complicate matters. A gunshot in his new home would create evidence and potentially attract unwanted attention from law enforcement. Additionally, Valentin's connections and knowledge make him potentially more valuable alive than dead. The moral complexity of Sonny's character comes into focus in this moment of decision. Despite his criminal enterprises, Sonny operates by a code that values justice and protection of family above all else. If Valentin can convince him that someone else targeted his home, potentially endangering his loved ones, Sonny might prioritize addressing that threat over dealing with Valentin. Sonny's history of vigilante justice factors heavily into this equation. If he involves the police, the legal system might not deliver the kind of retribution he seeks against whoever bombed his penthouse. Valentin likely understands this aspect of Sonny's character and will leverage it in their negotiation. Truth or manipulation? The reliability of Valentin's information remains a crucial question. Known for his strategic deception and self-serving nature, Valentin could easily fabricate information to save himself. He might implicate an innocent party or create a false lead to buy himself time to escape Port Charles. Viewers must consider whether Valentin himself could be behind the bombing. His timely appearance with convenient information raises suspicions about his potential involvement. Perhaps his offer to name the culprit is merely a calculated distraction from his own guilt. The complex web of alliances and enemies in Port Charles makes determining the truth particularly challenging. Multiple characters have motives to target Sonny, and Valentin's information could be partially true while still misleading in critical ways. This ambiguity adds another layer of intrigue to the unfolding drama. Future storyline implications. As General Hospital continues to develop this storyline, the consequences of this confrontation between Sonny and Valentin will reverberate throughout Port Charles. If Sonny accepts Valentin's deal, it creates a tenuous alliance between two powerful and dangerous men. If he rejects it, Valentin may become an even more determined enemy. The revelation of the bomber's identity, whether true or false, will inevitably pull other characters into the conflict. Family members, allies, and enemies on both sides will be forced to take positions as the truth gradually emerges. This expanding circle of involvement creates rich storytelling possibilities for weeks to come. Ultimately, this pivotal moment between Sonny and Valentin represents the kind of high-stakes confrontation that keeps viewers returning to General Hospital. With lives hanging in the balance and crucial information about to be revealed, fans can expect dramatic developments as this storyline continues to unfold in upcoming episodes. Next, we will learn about the intriguing developments surrounding Jason Morgan and Drew Quartermain's complex relationship that could lead to devastating consequences. The looming shadow of suspicion. Jason Morgan finds himself walking a precarious tightrope as circumstances align against him in what could become Port Charles's most shocking murder investigation. The potential discovery of Drew Quartermain's body might catapult Jason to the top of the suspect list, creating a perfect storm of suspicion and circumstantial evidence that even the most skilled attorney would struggle to dismantle. The brothers' complicated history provides fertile ground for speculation among Port Charles residents. Their relationship, marked by periods of tentative alliance interspersed with deep-seated rivalry, establishes a compelling motive that investigators would certainly exploit. The tension between them has been building for months, with heated confrontations witnessed by numerous townspeople who would be eager to testify about their volatile interactions. The perfect setup. Jen Sidwell, a master manipulator with an uncanny ability to orchestrate elaborate schemes, appears to be moving his chess pieces strategically across the board. His recent machinations involving Alexis Davis and the mysterious dagger incident demonstrate his willingness to frame innocent parties for his own benefit. This pattern of behavior suggests he could easily extend his deceptive reach to implicate Jason in Drew's potential demise. The timing couldn't be worse for Jason, who recently confronted Sidwell at gunpoint, an encounter that undoubtedly left the villain nursing both physical and psychological wounds. Such a public display of aggression provides Sidwell with the perfect narrative to construct Jason as a man prone to violence when provoked. Previous legal entanglements. Jason's recent brush with the law remains fresh in everyone's minds. The calculated frame-up orchestrated by Jack Brennan nearly succeeded in destroying Jason's freedom. Brennan's meticulous planting of Jason's DNA at Cyrus Renault's cabin created a compelling case against him, one made even more damning by Drew's refusal to provide an alibi for his brother. Only the absence of Cyrus's body prevented this situation from escalating into a full-blown murder trial. Brennan's reassurance to Jocelyn Jacks that Jason wouldn't face imprisonment for her actions provided temporary relief, but this reprieve may prove short-lived if Drew's body surfaces with evidence pointing to Jason's involvement. The pattern of persecution. This wouldn't be the first time Jason has been wrongfully accused. His history as Sonny Corinthos' enforcer makes him an easy target for law enforcement and enemies alike. The Port Charles Police Department, particularly certain officers with personal vendettas against the Morgan Corinthos organization, would seize any opportunity to build a case against him, potentially overlooking contradictory evidence in their eagerness to secure a conviction. The crime scene scenario. Several plausible scenarios could unfold that would place Jason squarely in the crosshairs of justice. Perhaps the most damning would involve Jason discovering Drew's body, his fingerprints left at the scene in a moment of shock or grief. Alternatively, Jason might be lured to a location where Drew's murder has just occurred, arriving moments before law enforcement and creating the perfect tableau of guilt. Sidwell's expertise in creating false narratives could extend to manufacturing evidence, a weapon with Jason's prints, security footage doctored to show Jason entering or leaving the crime scene, or even manipulated phone records suggesting premeditation. The possibilities are as endless as they are concerning for Jason's future. The escalating rivalry. As Drew's storyline appears to be heading toward a tragic conclusion, viewers have witnessed an intensification of the brothers' rivalry. Their confrontations have become more frequent and heated, often centered around business dealings, family loyalties, or personal grievances that stretch back years. These public displays of animosity provide a convenient backdrop against which a murder accusation could easily be believed. Sidwell's vendetta. Jen Sidwell's emerging role as Port Charles's newest puppet master cannot be underestimated. His recent encounter with Jason, where he found himself staring down the barrel of Jason's gun, has undoubtedly fueled his desire for revenge. This humiliation, coupled with Jason's warnings regarding Sasha Gilmore Corbin, creates a powerful motivation for Sidwell to eliminate two problems simultaneously, removing Drew as a business obstacle while ensuring Jason pays the price. Sidwell's methodical approach to villainy suggests he wouldn't act impulsively. Instead, he would craft a meticulous plan, perhaps involving other parties who might unwittingly assist in framing Jason. The dagger incident involving Alexis Davis demonstrates Sidwell's willingness to manipulate even respected community members to achieve his goals. The web of deception. The intricate web Sidwell appears to be weaving extends beyond Jason and Drew. His interest in Sasha Gilmore Corbin introduces additional complications and potential leverage points. If Jason continues to interfere with Sidwell's plans for Sasha, this could accelerate Sidwell's timeline for eliminating Drew and framing Jason. The inevitable discovery. All signs point to Drew's eventual demise, with his body likely to surface at the most inopportune moment for Jason. Whether discovered in Port Charles Harbor, buried on Spoon Island, or hidden in plain sight, Drew's body will inevitably be found, triggering an investigation that could quickly focus on Jason. The forensic evidence might include traces of Jason's DNA, perhaps planted by Sidwell or genuinely present due to their familial connection. Timeline inconsistencies, witness statements, and circumstantial evidence could all be manipulated to create a compelling case against Jason, forcing him once again to fight for his freedom against seemingly insurmountable odds. The battle for innocence. As this storyline unfolds, viewers can expect Jason to face his greatest challenge yet, proving his innocence in a town already predisposed to believe in his guilt. Without Sonny's full power behind him and with potential witnesses afraid to come forward, Jason may find himself isolated in his fight for justice. The coming weeks will undoubtedly reveal more clues about Drew's fate and the elaborate trap being set for Jason. Careful viewers should watch for subtle foreshadowing, unexpected alliances, and the quiet machinations of Jen Sidwell as he positions his pawns for the final confrontation that could change Port Charles forever. Next, we will learn about the intriguing developments surrounding a potential Spencer Cassadine return and what this might mean for the evolving storylines in Port Charles. The Trina and Kai dynamic. Trina Robertson has been gradually building a meaningful connection with Kai Taylor, creating a new chapter in her romantic life. Their relationship has blossomed amid the shadows of Trina's past traumas, offering her a chance at happiness after experiencing profound loss. The chemistry between these characters has provided viewers with touching moments of healing and growth as Trina navigates life without Spencer. However, not all fans have embraced this pairing. Many viewers have expressed their reservations about Trina and Kai's compatibility, suggesting their connection lacks the depth and intensity that define Trina's relationship with Spencer. Social media platforms have become forums for passionate debates about whether Kai truly understands Trina's complex emotional landscape shaped by her history with Spencer. Spencer's presumed death and its aftermath. The circumstances surrounding Spencer Cassidy's presumed death were nothing short of dramatic. While in Paris supporting Trina's educational pursuits, the couple faced unexpected danger when Esme Prince tracked them down with murderous intentions. In a heroic final act, Spencer saved Trina from Esme's deadly plot but tragically fell into the frigid waters below. Despite extensive search efforts, his body was never recovered, leaving an ambiguous conclusion to his story, a classic soap opera setup for a potential return. For over a year now, Spencer has been considered dead, leaving a void in the lives of those who loved him. The emotional weight of his absence continues to affect storylines, particularly through Trina's character development and Laura Collins' maternal grief. Spencer's grandmother Laura even attended Trina's recent birthday celebration, where memories of Spencer inevitably surfaced for both women, highlighting how his presence still lingers in their lives. The case for Spencer's return. The frequent mentions of Spencer Cassidy in recent episodes have raised eyebrows among seasoned soap opera viewers who understand the genre's narrative patterns. These references rarely happen without purpose in the soap world, they often foreshadow significant plot developments. The writers seem to be deliberately keeping Spencer's memory alive in the collective consciousness of Port Charles. The Cassidy family has dwindled significantly over the years, with few representatives remaining to carry on this iconic dynasty's legacy. Bringing Spencer back could reinvigorate this historically important family line and create new possibilities for dynastic struggles and alliances that have long been central to General Hospital's storytelling. Recasting considerations and fan reactions. Nicolas Chavez's portrayal of Spencer won viewers' hearts, but he wasn't the first actor to embody this character. The soap opera tradition of recasting offers a practical solution to continue Spencer's story with a new actor. While some fans remain skeptical about another recast after recent character replacements, others eagerly advocate for Spencer's return regardless of who plays him. The past 2 years have seen significant recasting decisions at General Hospital, including Lulu Spencer, Christina Corinthos, and Jack Brennan. These changes have received mixed reactions from the viewership, creating a complex landscape for producers considering yet another major character recast. Some viewers have expressed recast fatigue, preferring character consistency over storyline continuation. The back from the dead trope. Some General Hospital enthusiasts have voiced concerns about the overuse of the back from the dead narrative device. They argue that repeatedly undermining the finality of death diminishes the emotional impact of character losses and creates a sense that no consequences in Port Charles are permanent. These viewers suggest that allowing Spencer to remain deceased would honor the dramatic impact of his sacrifice and allow other characters to evolve naturally from that loss. However, soap operas have historically thrived on miraculous returns, and many fans delight in these surprising resurrections. The unexplained circumstances of Spencer's death, particularly the unrecovered body, have left a perfect narrative opening for his return, whether as a recast or through an unexpected plot twist explaining his absence. Timing and romantic complications. The potential timing of Spencer's return creates classic soap opera dramatic potential. With Trina finally finding happiness with Kai, Spencer's reappearance would create the quintessential love triangle that has driven compelling storylines for decades. The emotional complexity of Trina reconciling her new relationship with the return of her presumed dead love would provide rich material for character development and viewer engagement. Spencer's noble character would likely want Trina's happiness above all else, potentially creating a scenario where he struggles between revealing himself and allowing her to move forward with Kai. This internal conflict would showcase the maturity Spencer developed before his death while honoring the depth of their connection. Whether General Hospital decides to recast Spencer Cassadine remains to be seen, but the narrative groundwork appears to be in place for such a development. The frequent mentions of his character, Trina's evolving romantic situation, and the diminished Cassadine presence all create compelling reasons to consider bringing Spencer back to Port Charles. As with any significant soap opera decision, producers must balance fan expectations, narrative integrity, and practical considerations. Whatever path they choose, viewers can expect the emotional complexity and dramatic twists that have made General Hospital a beloved fixture in American television for generations. The possibility of Spencer's return, whether through Nicholas Chavez or a new actor,